doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm sending you all love. As always, I love to share the great things going on in my life and the love that I feel all the time. So, thank you all for joining us. Thank you. Now, Alexander is going to join with me as well. Invited him. Hi, Alexander.
Hi, Tanya. How
How
are
are
you?
you?
I'm spectacular. How are you today?
Awesome.
Good.
Me
Happy
too.
for that.
Yeah.
hmm
Thank you for taking the time to join me today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for holding the space that you do.
Always my pleasure. So I was wondering, when did you first get into breath work?
So when I first got into breath work, it was from taking martial arts, and I didn't sign up for breath work. I signed up for martial arts, but my teacher was very adamant about how important the breath is. He would always say, breath is the most important thing on earth because your diaphragm, is the strongest thing in your body. And without your diaphragm, you're dead. So you need it.
I didn't know that. Awesome.
Yeah, so he's always implemented that, and it's just amazing because like we have a lot of fun with breath work, and it really helps like the mind, body, soul. And even like when you're fighting, the more that you're consciously aware of your breath, the stronger and the more like agile, elusive you will be. So because it's like everything slows down in your mind, but because like you can see it coming faster before it actually happens because you're just so in tune and aware with your surroundings.
Ooh, that reminds me of the Matrix. You know, when he's able to slow things down in the simulation. That's
That
awesome.
Yeah, it goes to your breath being at 0 point, with yourself, and then
Mm-hmm.
calling down the matrix to protect you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so cool. You know, the funny thing is we're born being able to breathe, right? So we
hmm
think we know how to breathe, but it's funny when you add to it like the intention of taking a slow breath or you really focus on it, it actually adds so much to it. Just like anything you focus on, you add energy and attention to it and you make it like stronger and more powerful, right?
Absolutely, you're
Yeah.
correct.
But the thing I like, so there are so many tools for healing and, raising your vibration and calming down. But the nice thing about breath that I always like, you don't have any equipment you have to take with you somewhere.
Nope.
You don't have to bring something with you. You don't have to say, oh, is this a good time to breathe? No, is someone gonna feel like, I'm doing something strange if I just breathe? It's like it's free, it's easy. Once somebody shows you a technique, you can easily replicate it anytime. So
hmm
that's why I think it's just one of the handiest methods that you can use is the breath, I think.
Oh no, you're spot on with it. Because and there's so many different exercises and techniques to do with
Mm-hmm.
it, and like you said, you're able to raise your vibration and your frequency, um, you know, lower your heart rate, and affect the not even your mood, but the people around you too, because they will feel that as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Like if I'm more calm,
hmm
automatically the people next to me, they start to be able to calm down. I've noticed that before.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah.
Yeah.
When did you first get introduced to breath work?
Well, it's so funny because I wasn't thinking about it until you just mentioned the whole martial arts thing. But I used to do long distance running.
Oh
And,
yeah.
when you run for a long time, you have to really pay attention to your breath the whole time. And so I got really good at pacing myself and pacing my breath.
hmm
And every time I would do any other exercise after that, they like one of my instructors, he's like, wow, you have such a great breathing technique. And I was like, oh, thanks. What a strange compliment. But yeah, I guess it's because, yeah, all that training I did with running. So, in a way, I guess that whole thing about long distance running too, it's like your brain can just sort of forget everything, and it's very cathartic and it really helps you. So I guess that would be my first, but I didn't realize it till you mentioned your story about martial arts.
Yeah.
But since then, as like a conscious way to like meditate or help you, the webinars with Damien Wynn, he really concentrates on the breath, and he breathes
Mm,
into certain parts of the body to bring even more focus to that part of the body.
yeah. Hmm.
And then also Andrew Genovese, he did a seminar, a webinar the other day. And so I did a breathing technique with him. And that was really powerful. Like my hands were shaking, my feet were vibrating. Everything was just from breath, just from breathing.
Yeah, it's a natural drug on its own, you know. You don't need the weed, you don't really need the ayahuasca, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you don't need that. Like like the only plant medicine that I'll do now is just like cacao ceremonies. Like I feel amazing doing that. And like we do breathing techniques along with it too to make it
Mm-hmm.
even like more spectacular and more just opening and ascending and grounding too. You're just as above, so below, just even more powerful.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like just like you said, any meditation you do, a guided meditation or whatever, usually you start out with the breath, right? Like
Hmm.
even I took some classes and they would start every counseling session with the breath, with taking 3 deep breaths in and
Hmm.
releasing everything out. And it's not even a spiritual thing, it's just a counseling session, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. They're just trying to make you, you know, not freak out when you talk about your problems.
Right. And just and ground and like focus on what you're trying to talk about in that moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is great because everyone should be doing that, you know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, for
Even if
sure.
they have like a, you know, even like a midlife crisis, because you know it's never good to just start freaking out and you know going to all these, you know, thinking of all these solutions. And you know you want to be cool, calm, collected in the present moment so you could really figure out what's for the best and highest for that situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And like for you, do you think does it help you ground when you take a deep breath, and like what does it do for you also?
It puts me back, you know, in my body, you
Ah,
know.
right. Okay.
like like if the outside world's making noise, then you know I feel like my energy is being stretched out here and here. And then when I start doing breathing exercises, like I just imagine like my astral body just perfectly going back into my body, you know, like and fitting in every crevice, every section. And
Mhm.
I'm back at one again with myself.
Smart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because if we
Hmm.
get distracted, our energy goes somewhere else, then we're not actually focusing on what we could do to be more constructive, you know?
Hmm. Absolutely. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And it also, oh, I just had this thought. um okay, we'll come back to it. I literally had
Okay.
it and it was perfect, but it went in one ear out the other.
No worries.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. No, but that's awesome. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like when I feel stressed out, especially, or anxiety, especially, and if I take a breath, like you said, it brings your focus back to your heart, to how
Hmm.
you're feeling. So nobody's opinions matter anymore. No one looking at you, however they think about you, it doesn't matter anymore. What matters is how you feel inside.
Yeah.
What you and your opinion are what are most important to you.
Yeah. Don't let them tell you what's in your heart.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hmm. You don't want that.
No. Thank you to everyone who's joined. I love that you guys showing up. I really appreciate you all so much. Aw.
Yeah,
That
thank
warms my heart that you guys are joining us.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all for being here. It
Yeah.
really does mean a lot to us, and we're just bringing awareness to one of the most vital things on earth, just our breath.
Yeah, and one of the simplest, easiest techniques to use. This tool, like I said earlier, it's free. You
Yep.
can take it with you everywhere. It's readily available anytime.
Yeah, just don't do it while handling heavy mechanics or driving. Probably not a great idea. But other than that, it's good. It's good.
No. Um, so when I was just gonna say, when I do breathing techniques, it's two main times. One time I'll do it, like, for example, if I'm, like I said, if I'm anxious or stressed, or all of a sudden I start worrying about the future, or I start worrying about my circumstances, um, I just take a second and I pause and I do an infinity breath. And it's like, it just brings me back to what's important. None of the outside stuff is important, actually, in the here and now, in the present moment. Being present in every now moment is so helpful, because when you think about the future, you're wasting energy. You can't really do anything about the future, unless you're daydreaming and manifesting. And then when you think about the past, or you worry about the past, you can't really change the past. So those types of thoughts are like waste of energy. So when I breathe in, I just remember that I'm here now. I remember all the things I'm thankful for. I have my health, I have a house, I have a place to live, I have food to eat and everything. And then the second time that I use a breathing technique is when I feel like I'm fighting a cold, or I feel like my energy is low, or
Mm-hmm.
I have a achiness somewhere in my body, or the energies coming in are really intense. And when the energies come in, they affect your body and your systems a lot, like skin issues and all kinds of stuff. So that's when I do the Palladian sweeping technique that I want to talk about later. But
Ooh.
it actually helps you heal your cells, all the cells in your body. So that's why I love it.
Wow, that's powerful. I can't wait to learn next. I haven't done that one yet.
Oh, cool. All right, awesome.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but it definitely heals your cells as well. Your well, mind, body, soul, everything. Just depends on how you're doing it and what exercises and your intention behind it. Like you have to believe that it's going to work for you. Because if you don't and you're just doing it, it's a lost cause. You'll get muscles for your diaphragm. That's good. You know, no doubt about that. But
Yeah.
you know,
So
let's
there's
take
no loss. There's like zero loss, actually.
yeah, actually, yeah. You're right. You're right. You got me there.
You get stronger either way.
You do, yeah. But we want to get you stronger in all aspects. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Get the most bang for your buck, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I was curious. I understand that you want to teach breath work at some point. Why did you get into wanting to do that?
The way it makes me feel, um, and incorporating other things. I'm becoming a yoga instructor as well, so the breath in yoga poses is very important, especially when you're trying to do a forward fold and your hamstrings are burning and you got to take the focus off them.
Yeah, exactly. Stop thinking my hamstrings are gonna pop. My hamstrings are gonna go.
You're okay. Breathe. Breathe.
Yeah. Cool.
So, but yeah, just the way it makes me feel and like the energy that you get from it, like I feel it like pouring out of like my hands and my feet and like my
Mhm.
crown chakra, and like I literally have to set an intention to like because like if the energy is just like coming out, like I have to set the intention to make sure um like that energy is going to where it needs to, like either coming back into me for my best and highest good, or it's going to somewhere else in the universe where I know it will help heal people or love people.
Yeah, or we can just automatically ask for it to be grounded into, the center of Gaia, the center of the earth.
I'm gonna write that one down. That's actually that's Einstein of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Every day I'm so like what I'll do. This is what I do every day. I thank, the universe, source for everything. And then I ground my energy into the center of Gaia, and I just try to share the light that's shining on me with Gaia, and then I know that she's taking care of us. And so it basically helps everyone when we ground our energy into, the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I really
Thanks.
do. Yeah. And Mother Guy appreciates it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, she does so much for us.
It's like almost everything.
Yeah, like she provides for us, and it's amazing everything that she does for us.
Hmm. It sure is. Yeah. So, are you looking to like teach breath work as well, or do you just like doing it or bringing
You know
awareness to
what?
it?
It's so funny that you asked me that question because I want to offer something. I want to offer a service or something. Can't decide what to do. I can't decide what to do. So like
Not yet.
I would love to do, yeah, not yet. I'm still working on it. I mean, like sound healing, crystal healing, a breathwork healing, or some kind of like counseling session, or webinar information to just share the tips and things that I've learned that have helped me to share them with other people. I can't decide.
At least you've figured out that you want to be able to share your knowledge and wisdom, because we're entering this golden age right now where we're going to be able to get paid, to share our knowledge and wisdom and to help heal the world. So it's going to be a great energy exchange all the way around, full circle.
Well, yeah, when you do something that you enjoy,
Hmm.
you feel great. You have like this endless energy to do it.
Yeah.
There's never a moment when you're like, oh, I have to go and do that. No, it's like you have this endless well to draw from when you enjoy what you're doing.
Hmm.
But of course, it takes effort, it takes energy, it takes planning. So you should get compensation for it. You should get reimbursed for it somehow, for that time and effort and the knowledge that you've accumulated and you can share with others. So, yeah, I agree with you. The best thing is if your livelihood is a service to others and you earn some money for it, enough to keep yourself, happy, healthy, sustained, living comfortably.
Hmm. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It,
Well, I'm
I wish.
excited for you. You're going to start doing breath work and offering that soon, right?
Yeah, I just submitted my business cards to FedEx, so they'll be made within the next 24 hours. So,
Awesome. You need to show me once that's done.
oh, they look so cool. Shout out to my homie Austin Wilson. That's at Like Texas on Instagram. He's incredible. So,
Okay, very cool. Very
yeah,
cool.
he's awesome. I'm very very blessed to have him be the artist, graphic design artist that he is. So,
Oh, very
yeah.
cool. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you show us the breathing technique that you wanted to share with us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna take a drink first. Water is like amazing, Everybody drink water. You'll feel amazing.
Alone. Yes. Yeah, water is amazing. Oh, wait, I have to say, oh, hi, Abigail. Thank you for tuning in. Much love to you.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I love you so much, and it just really warms my heart to see you guys here and joining with us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, every single one. Even though I don't know the others, but I shout out to all of you as well. Thank you. So, but yeah, so my breathing technique it's fairly simple. It's just, it's called triangular breathing. So,
Triangular breathing.
mhm,
Very cool.
that's right. So to just get ourselves centered, just kind of just notice your breath here, in through your nose and out through your nose. Take like 3 or 4 of them at your own pace.
Very cool. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. Because right away you feel a bit calmer.
Yeah, just trying to get you to 0, just mellow. And then we'll start off with in through your nose, and then just like breathe in for 3 seconds. So I'll count you guys down too. So start breathing in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, and then hold that breath for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and then exhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do the mouth. So we're going to go in through the mouth for 3 seconds.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and then you hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and then exhale for 3. 1, 2, and 3.
Nice. Okay, so I think I understand why it's called the triangle breathing technique.
Right? So it goes up in here to like your crown, or well, third eye and crown, and then when it goes into the back, it goes into like your reticular activation system. I'm pretty sure I
Okay.
pronounced that right. So it's like in the back of your neck. It's like where that phone is.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and NLB Warrior says love box breathing too. Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good.
oh yeah, that's the 4-way of doing
Okay,
it. Yeah,
makes
the
sense.
triangular breathing is just like the actual shape of it going, from here to here, and then it connects in the back. So
And then you count three
yeah,
seconds.
3 seconds for the inhale
Yeah.
and the hold, and then exhaling for 3 seconds, and then you hold that with no breath for 3 seconds, and then you switch to your mouth.
I like that because it's simple enough to remember. There are some that are like 7 seconds, then 4 seconds, then three. It's like for me, I have to think, wait, which one? Until you get used to it, it just, it's easier if it's the same amount for each step, the in breath, the holding, and the releasing. So,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I very,
absolutely.
I very much like simplicity. I'm about simplicity, big time. Very
Yeah,
cool.
no, yeah, I don't blame you. And I always think of threes, so it's always like Nikola Tesla for me, you know?
Oh, okay, very cool.
Yeah, he always wanted like multiples of 3s and 9s for his own like way. I wish I understood more of the 3, 6, 9 thing, but I'm starting to just try to get used to the numbers as itself, and
Hmm.
then dive deep into what he was really trying to do with the whole free energy thing. Even though like, we use it, like when we use energy work on people, but there's more to it. But we'll leave it
Hmm.
at that because that's a whole nother
Yeah.
conversation.
There's always more stuff to learn and research, and yeah, I love
Hmm.
that. Actually, I love learning.
Yeah,
Very cool.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. So would you like to share yours now?
Yes, I would love to. Thanks. So yeah, like I said, mine, I heard about it on a YouTube video, and I've forgotten, it was a while back, but it's called the Palladian sweeping breath.
Okay.
And so basically it's kind of like sweeping. Oh, we have a question. How to move the chest while breathing? Diaphragm breathing, chest and abdomen breathing combined? What do you think, Alexander?
Well, diaphragm breathing, that'll be like from your chest, or diaphragm breathing's from your stomach. My bad. With the chest, abdomen breathing combined, um, I have to be honest, I don't really breathe too much like with my chest like going out, because what I've learned, like when we were born, we were taught, when we breathe when we breathe in, our stomach goes out, and then when we breathe out, our stomach goes in. And that's like the normal way to breathe. And then when, like as we get older, we forget about it because like our environment changes, our thoughts change, and then, life gets a little bit more hectic and stressful. And then survival breathing, which is not something everyone wants to do, but that's like when you start doing it with your chest instead. And that's actually not good for you in the long haul. So like we kind of, it's like almost everything in this world, we have to like unlearn everything, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And release outdated belief systems. That's a big one, I think.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
So I hope, Tune, I hope that answers your question.
yeah, I hope it does. If not,
Send us another comment if that's not what you were looking for.
yeah, hopefully we'll be able to try to answer it better, or, Google is another way, or going within. Going within, I definitely recommend that too.
And then I guess, if there's ever pain, like a big pain involved when you do something a certain way, you kind of listen to your body, right? And you try not to do it that way, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but I think that when you deep breathe, like when you breathe really deep, I think it's more beneficial. I think that's what I've heard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I
Yeah,
think
definitely.
you're really integrating more of your body, right?
And your lungs, like
Yeah.
fully like getting those filled. And then you're able to condition them more and clean them out too, especially if you were a former pot smoker like me. So happy I don't do that anymore.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll show my technique.
Yes, please.
Um, basically, it's kind of like it's a sweeping breath because it's kind of like using breath and imagining that it's light, okay, like light from source and light from God, light from the universe, whatever you want to call it. And it sweeps through all your cells to help them get clean. Like when you sweep your house, you're getting it clean. You're brushing away and brushing out everything that's dirty you don't need anymore. so
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, with this technique, I usually and this one is actually through the mouth. You breathe in and out through the mouth, not through the nose. I
Okay.
guess I guess because it lets more air in and out in a way, it can
Okay.
be more forceful, more energy in it. So, what I do, the first thing I imagine is that all my cells are yellow, and they're
Mm.
filling up with golden yellow light from source, and then they're releasing whatever they don't need, and then the next in breath, there's this yellow energy coming into all my cells, and the cells are becoming violet, a violet color, and so that way they're more pure in a sense,
Okay.
and so they're getting cleaner and cleaner. And then I reaffirm to myself, all my cells are independent, all my cells are connected to source individually, all my cells are constantly repairing themselves all the time.
Wow.
So that way it gives so much power and energy to all my cells, so my body can basically direct the healing wherever it's needed most.
That's
And then
incredible.
yeah, so then um I'll just walk through the what I do. I close my eyes because I'm imagining, right? So
Okay.
I close my eyes and I take a deep breath and I imagine it's white light, not sorry, yellow light, golden light coming in from source into all my cells. And then I let out all that no longer serves me. I release all that no longer serves me. So it's really simple. I breathe in love and light from source, and I let out all that no longer serves me. And I do this over and over again for as long as I feel comfortable doing it. Sometimes I do it for like 10 minutes. Sometimes I do it for 2 minutes. You know, sometimes I don't have time to spend a lot of time on it, but I always imagine how my cells are healthier because of it. They're regenerating, like I said, they're all, I mean, our body knows how to heal itself.
Yeah, it does
And
from
if we
anything.
empower it to heal itself, we basically let it do its job, you know, and especially with our intention of doing that, it makes it even more powerful.
Oh, phenomenal. That's so glorious. It really is. I'm definitely gonna take that into my repertoire.
Oh, very cool. Thank you. Yeah. If you
Yeah, thank
try
you.
it, let me know. Like, for example, the other thing I was going to say about that breathing technique, it's more of a subtle one. So, like, I do it many times a day, and um, I definitely feel, oh, hi, Glitter My Ink. um, I definitely feel that I heal so much faster since I've started to do that. And I get through things, like little discomforts and everything, so much faster. But the, you know, the breathing exercises where you breathe in deep into your diaphragm and you do that for like an hour and a half, those I feel like my energy is like whoa after that. You know, it feels really powerful, but I need to drink lots of water. I need to watch what I eat because, you know, your vibration is raised so much that it's intense.
Yeah.
So those are intense, but this one that I'm talking about, it's very subtle. It's not super intense. It's something that you can do many times a day and you won't feel like dehydrated or anything. You know, you basically it's something that you can do to kind of maintain your immune system in a way.
Yeah, and that's exactly what a lot of us need these days, to boost our immune system in natural ways,
Yeah.
because not a lot of people know that you can even do that. Like they just think, oh, I have this immune system. It's just there. I don't really know what it can do for me. It's like God gave us an immune system for a reason, you know? Like it's not just there because.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
But
Toon responded. He said, agreed. We should look at babies and animals to relearn how to breathe naturally. Yeah, I know. Like
oh,
we
yeah.
can learn so much, especially from animals and babies and even plants. To be honest, you know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
learned so much
Mhm.
from them.
Yeah, they're always gravitating to the sun, and a lot of people don't get enough sun. So
Hmm. Yeah,
just one little tidbit from
right.
that.
Just one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I have to
hi,
say,
Omar.
I have to say hi to my brother Will in Chicago. Thank you for being here.
Very cool. I think I'll just say, does anyone have a question before we go? Because we'll probably just wrap it up very soon.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because otherwise, we'll talk for hours about not the breath work.
I know we'll switch to a new topic and then, yeah, I'll have to rename the title of this chat.
Well, and we'll just save it for another live because it'll
Okay,
happen.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't think we have any more questions right now, so we can
Yeah,
probably
I'm
close
just
it
I'm
out.
just happy we were able to answer Toon's question.
I
So
know, right? And thanks for asking a question, Toon. That was wonderful. I appreciate that.
yeah, very very important question.
Yeah.
Because there's different ways to breathe, and we want to breathe the correct way, even though um, like in short terms, like it's not really wrong. You're just strengthening other parts of your body, but you just don't want to get into survival mode because we should
Yeah.
never really be in survival mode ever.
Yeah, like short breaths, that's a survival mode thing, and I've heard that it doesn't make you calmer at all. The slower breaths make you actually feel calmer
Yeah,
automatically.
yeah. If there is a uh, well, I can share this. So like in martial arts, like if we're like out of breath or like our heart rate is like going up really fast, like we kind of do a fire breath where you kind of go like in through your nose and out through your mouth, and you kind of go.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that'll like calm your heart rate and then it'll slow your breath down. You know, and you'll be able to get like more air after you, you know, just get back to your center, and then you can go back to like long deep breaths to recover more.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense because your heart's beating so fast anyway. So of course
Yeah.
you're breathing fast and heavy.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
Tun Tun, you're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you for being here,
Thank
Tune
you.
Tune.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you all so much for joining. I'm sending
Yeah.
you all love.
Much love and many blessings to you all. And thank you, Tanya. I enjoyed this live a lot.
Thanks, Alexander. Me too. Take care.
All
Take
right.
care,
You
guys.
too. Namaste.
Bye. Thanks. Bye.